Hello, and welcome to Coiling Dragon Internal Arts Association's DVD on the Iron Vest. Tonight we're going to be doing the Iron Vest set, which is a internal set. It's a lengthy, what we call negong set. It's an inner working set. This is an internal set that does not use a lot of tension. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through these exercises and using no tension other than just enough tension to hold the posture and hold it up. There is one exercise where we are using tension, but again, it is not the norm, it is an exception, and I will let you know when we're doing that exercise. But let me begin by going over some nomenclature. The Iron Vest set in Chinese is Te Bu Shang Gong. Te is iron, Bushan is shirt or vest, and Gong is program. So what it is 24 exercises that were designed to impart, train the body, train the fascia of the body. So we're going to thicken the fascia, the covering over our muscles. We're going to thicken this over time by doing these exercises. Now the first 10 minutes of the set basically is a 10-minute long standing meditation holding various postures. So what we want to do is basically learn what we're going to be doing. And first, I need to talk about what we're going to be doing in the majority of the set. The stance we're holding is one stance. We're not going to be changing and doing different stances pretty much. We're going to be doing one stance facing the direction of the camera. There is not a lot of movement in the lower torso. We're going to be doing most of the movement from the waist up. It's going to be upper body training. This is not a training tape for the legs. It's not going to be doing anything other than holding the stance. The stance we're going to be using is the traditional mabu, the traditional horse stance. And everybody pretty much knows that a horse stance, resembles, it looks like you're astride a horse. Or if you think of modern day equivalents, if you were sitting on a big Harley, like a fat boy. Okay, but again, horse stance. Now, the width of your horse stance is based on the anatomy of your body. Basically, the width of your stance is if you put your hands on your hips and moved your arms forward, if you dropped a line from your elbow, that line should bisect your foot. This is the width of your horse stance. Now, the height is another thing in and of itself. The height of your stance, we're not going to be doing very deep horse stance training in this training set. We're going to be using a pretty high, pretty relaxed horse. Okay? So again, horse stance, no movement from the waist down. This set is basically be concentrating on using upper body movements. Okay, now the first exercise out of the 24. In the horse stance, you're going to take your arms and raise them to shoulder height. Now pretend you're like a marionette and you have wires connected to your wrists and that these wires are holding up your arms, and you're going to relax and you're going to release the residual tension in your body and relax into this stance. And any pressure you feel in your arms, you want to feed this pressure from your arms down through your torso into the ground. You would be holding this stance for 3 minutes. The name is Rock Soars Through the Clouds. Now, after your 3 minutes, you would slowly let your hands float down, and then on the inhalation, you would rotate your palms palm up. Come back to the same height, shoulder height, except now your palms are facing up, as if you're holding a bowl in each hand. The name of this exercise is Monk Holds the Golden Bowl, or Monk Holds the Golden Urns. Again, relax. There's no tension in my upper body. I'm using just enough to hold my arms in this position. You will hold this position for 3 minutes. Again, any pressure or tension you feel, weight of your arms, you want to feed that weight through your chest, down through your pelvic girdle, through your legs, and into the ground. After the 3 minutes, slowly let your arms come down. The next posture, buffalo goes to the seat. The hands will come up, shoulder height again. You're going to make loose fists. You're going to bend at the waist. You are facing forward. Do not put your head down. Look forward. You want your back to be flat. Do not arch your back. Do not arch your back. You want your back to be as flat as it can. So, again, hands come down, up. I bend from the waist. You hold this position for 3 minutes. This is buffalo goes to the seat. After your 3 minutes is up, you're going to open your hands. I'm going to cross them, push them back between my legs so that my fingers are facing behind me. But I'm still looking forward, my back is still flat, and I will hold this position for 3 minutes. When the 3 minutes is up, I will slowly return to rock, soar through the clouds. This posture here is our rest position between each of the exercises we're going to be performing after this standing set. We did rock, soars through clouds, monk holds the golden bowls, and then the third, buffalo goes to the sea. After these standing, and we're not doing much movement, we're standing in this stance. Once we've done the static, now we're going to start doing the movement. And the first exercise with movement, after we do all the stationary postures, it's called rabbit on parade. We're going to take the hands, gently drop them down. My right hand will be on top of my left hand. Scoop them down in front of your pelvis. Bring your hands up, and when they reach your face, I'm going to turn them over so that my left hand is on top of my right hand. I will gently press down, release, let my hands come back up to rock, soar through the clouds. So the motion looks like this. Do not time your breath to the movements. Breathe when you feel the desire to breathe. Now when you get better at doing all these movement exercises, when you get to the point where you know them and you can do them proficiently, you can add a little speed. Do not go faster than this. There's no reason to go very fast. In the beginning, go very slow, like Tai Chi Chuan. We're going to be doing the movement exercises in the beginning. We're going to do this for 36 repetitions. 36 times. Now when you're finished with the 36 rep, come back up to your rest position and hold this for 1 minute. The next exercise, crane pecks at the snake. From here, we're going to bring the hands in front of the body, shoulder height. Okay? We're going to bring our hands up, pull them back, okay? Push them out. And then at the end, I'm going to make a crane's beak. I'm going to bend my hands down, pull them up to ear height. When they get to my ears, I'm going to open my wrists and push my palms out. Don't let your elbows come out. Keep the elbows in. Keep your elbows the same width as your shoulders and your chest. We're going to be doing this for 36 reps. Crane pecks at the snake. When you're finished with your 36, relax your hands and come back to the rest position. Next exercise. It's called cat chases the rat. From here, hands will come in. Right hand is on top of the left hand. Pull the hands in front of your face. Drop your elbows, and then drop your hands down in front of your body. Do not spear down with any form of tension or strength. Again, from the rest position, hands will come in and cross. Pull them in front of the face. Drop your elbows, and drop the hands between your legs. So you're basically just letting the hands fall down naturally. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 36 times, and then come to the rest position. Next exercise. Crane defends the maiden. Again, from here, from the rest position, we're going to be making crane's beak. A crane's beak is when you take your hand, bring all your fingers together in one point. Okay? So from the rest position, we're going to be making the crane's beak. Pull your forearms to your chest. Keep the elbows out. Pull your forearms in so that your hands are by your clavicles, your collarbones. Keep your elbows up. Do not let your elbows drift down. Keep them up at the height or above your shoulder. What you're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the hands, we're going to rotate the body. We're going to start rotating. This is the first rotational exercise. We're going to twist 45 degrees and push the hand out. Pull it back, twist to the opposite side, push out the other hand. And what we'll be doing is going back and forth, pushing the arm out 45 degrees from the front of the body. And again, when you get very comfortable and proficient, you can add a little speed. There's no need to go faster than this. Crane defends the maiden. When you're finished with your repetitions, come back to the rest position. Now, one note on some of these techniques where we're doing doubles on each side. In the beginning, we just did everything to the front. When you're doing crane defends or crane pecks at the snake, you're doing everything in one direction, count to 36. But when you're going side to side, it gets a little confusing. What makes it easier is you need to do 36 repetitions on each arm. Count to 72. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 72. You know you did 36. If you go 1, 2, you might get confused. So again, counting to 72, you'll know you've done 36 repetitions on each side. Now when you're rotating, do not go more than 45 degrees, okay, from the front. Here's 90 if you think. If you're facing 90, 45 is right here. Okay? You will feel a stretch in the lat of the arm that you're pushing out. You'll also feel a stretch in the serratus anterior of the side you're twisting to. This twisting and this feeling of pulling and twisting your fascia, this is a good sign. This means you're doing the exercise correctly. You should feel some pulling on the sides of your body. This is telling you you're developing, correct technique. So again, when you're done with your 36 repetitions, relax the hands. Come back to the rest position. Number 8, crane wraps his wings. You're going to let the hands come down to the waist. Take your right hand, rotate your torso to the left. My right hand is facing behind me. Fingers are pointing behind me. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate to the right, take my left hand and put it over my right hand. Fingers pointing behind me. So I'm twisting my body to that side. Now I'm going to come back to the left, and as I come back, my right hand will push straight down my center line. Then it will pull back to the right. Left hand covers. Pivot to the left. Right hand covers. Come back, push the left hand out. Pull back, rotate, out, rotate, out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, I'm only twisting my upper body. Do 72 reps for 36. In the beginning, you start with 36 repetitions, and then you can build it to 72, and then to 108. My suggestion, don't build it past 72. That will take you an hour and a half to do every day. When you're finished, come back to the rest position. Take a break.
Sure.
From the rest position, you're going to let your arms come down. Relax. Imagine they're just floating down. Then we're going to go, starting on the left side, we're going to take the hands, we're going to do palms down, and you're going to rotate your hands up and behind you. The left arm is not in line with your body. It is slightly behind you, coming up. You're going to feel a stretch down the inside of your arm, right across your pectoralis, and down into your solar plex area, into your sternum area. The right hand is just behind it, okay, or just under it. My fingertips are facing my elbow. So what we're going to be doing is you're going to turn the hands over, and then you're basically going to trace a path to the other side and do the same thing. So it's like you're drawing a big half circle. 1, 2. Now there's another action here with your torso. While you're doing this with your arms, when you come up, you want to open and relax your torso. Relax your abs. When you come down, you want to do basically a little bit of a crunch, but with no tension. Just very gently pull your abdomen muscles taut. Very little. Okay? Don't do a crunch with a lot of tension and grimace and no. Basically it's just coming up, coming down, we're going to crunch, we're going to open. You're going to crunch, open, down, up. You're going to do this for 72 repetitions so that you get 36 reps per side. When you're done with the 36, or should I say 72, let the hand that is under come down, back to the rest position. And again, relax. You want to rid your body of this tension. Learn to take all the tension in your body, feed it down into the ground. Okay? Next exercise. It's called leading the flock. In the olden days, people just would let their hands go any which way. But over the years, people have refined the movement. Now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to make a very large dragon claw. Okay? My right hand is going to be palm up and in a similar posture. It's almost like you're grabbing a very large leg or an arm of somebody and you're pulling it across. And I'm going to rotate my body to that side. Then I'm going to turn my hands, switch them, do the exact same thing, and pull them to the other side. So it looks like this. My waist, my legs are not moving. I'm just rotating around my spine, back and forth. 72 repetitions. Come to the middle, relax. Raise your arms into the rest position. Next exercise. Snake turns over. Snake turns over is done with fists. Now, when you see me do a fist, unless I tell you, there's no tension. So from the rest position, we're going to bring the hands to the waist. Okay? You're going to take your right hand. You're going to make a very loose fist, like almost you're holding an egg in the middle of your palm. You're going to gently straighten your arm. Raise your arm up to the level of your ear. take your elbow and open it so that the elbow is in front of the shoulder. Now it's in front of the shoulder 90 degrees. Open your hand, drop your elbow, push your palm out, down in front of your body, right in front of, down your center line, and imagine you have a doorknob. You're going to grab that doorknob and twist, and then pull your hand back. You're going to repeat it on the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counts until the press, and then twirl or twist, pull. So, doing it without stopping. You can get a nice rhythm. Rotate your shoulder, relax, no tension is involved. 72 times, and let the hands come down, relax, and back up to the rest position. Next exercise. Now this next exercise is very similar to Eagle Soars Through the Sky. It's called Elephant Swings His Trunk. So again, Eagle Soars Through the Sky, we had our palms facing out and our fingers pointed to the ceiling. In Elephant Swings His Trunk, we're going to be using fists. Again, not tight clenched fists, but just loose fists with your fingers very loosely touching the palms of your hands. So from your rest position, you're going to drop the right hand, rotate to the left, make your fists. The left fist is not square with my body. It's behind my shoulder. So again, I get that stretch all the way from my wrist across my body, and my right fist is pointing at my left elbow. What we're going to be doing is the same crunching movement. My hands are going to come down, I crunch, I open as the hands come up. Crunch, open, crunch, open. And again, 72 repetitions to get 36 on each side. When you do any movement, what you can do is watch your hands. But don't turn the head too much. Try to do it with the eyes. This trains the eyes to look peripherally. And when you're done, whatever side you end up on, it doesn't matter. The hand that's on the bottom will come down, back to the rest position. Now the next exercise. The next exercise is the only one that has tension in the whole iron vest set. And when I say tension, what I mean is we're going to put as much muscular tension on the upper body, not on the lower body, but basically from the waist up. Enough tension in the muscles so that you can move smoothly. You do not want to put tension and be very choppy. That means you've got too much tension and it's not developing flow. What we're going to be doing is putting tension into the body, but we want to move through that tension very smoothly. Okay? So, from the rest position, you're going to bring the hands in, almost like you're doing crane, pecks at the snake, but we're not going to do that. We're going to bring the hands in, you're going to snap the hands up, and when you snap the hands up, you're going to apply tension in the upper body. So my hands, my forearms, my biceps, my shoulders, my pecs, and my abs are all going to tighten. Then, we're going to make a leopard's fist. A leopard's fist is when you pull your hand, you pull your fingers in so that the tips of your fingers are touching the top of your palm. Now in some systems, this is a tiger claw. In the southern Hakka systems of Bakme, Longyi, Bakfupai, Nam Tong Longpai, South Mantis, White Tiger, you see this kind of what they call a tiger claw. Other systems, a tiger claw looks like this. But in the southern systems, it looks like this. Many call it a leopard's claw. Again, It's not really, it doesn't really matter what it is, other than you're pulling the fingers, you're touching the tips to the top part of your hand. So again, pull your hands in, snap them up, apply your tension, make your tiger claw, your leopard fist. Then we're going to rotate the hands out, rotate the hands up,